Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Grace. I am a Millionaire team member for Herbalife. And before I start my section, I just want to give a big shout out to my mentors, okay? Lee and Anne-Marie Duffy for never giving up and not taking no for an answer, okay? And Claire and Dan for obviously guiding me through the Nutrition Club and opening my vision, okay? And for believing in me when I never believed in myself. Another massive, massive shout out to our team. We are one team. Yes, we've got nutrition clubs, but we are all together, and you guys inspire me and Gavin every single day. So massive well done. Okay, this is me. I used to skip breakfast. I would live on black coffee all day. I would hit the chocolates about 3 o'clock. Bad relationship with food, and I had no energy. To today, I am in the best shape of my life, not just physically, but mentally as well, guys. I start my day the right way, make better food choices, and my energy is through the roof. So how did it all start? So I was a business development manager for Ford Motor Company. I loved my job. Yeah, I didn't have, I wasn't looking for anything else until my circumstances changed. So me and Gavin had been through IVF treatment to have our baby boy Dylan, and I found out that Ford were only going to pay me for 6 weeks at 90% maternity. Then I was going on to statutory maternity, and I don't know if anyone can relate in the room, but we were in debt up to our eyeballs. I wouldn't have been able to stay off work, and we'd just been through so much to have our baby. So at this point, I was desperate. I would use the products for years, so I knew there was an opportunity because Lee and Anne-Marie had always kept reminding me of that, but now was my time. So I sat down with Claire in her kitchen, sent out my guinea pig messages, and that's how it moved forward. So here's me, 35% team promotion, woo! And then our next step was I went over to Ireland with Dan to view Nutrition Club. So massive respect to the Irish in the room, so for letting us go over there. Come back, Claire and Dan opened their Nutrition Club. I worked my way from club member to trainee coach to junior partner, where then I graduated, picked my club up and moved it out to Hunts Cross with Gav. The transition from going from full-time with Ford Motor Company to Herbalife Nutrition, I had to level up. I had to put more time into it. So as I was going up the career ladder from trainee coach to junior partner, I had to put more time in. I was doing a shift in club before work, working a full-time job, and then inviting after my job. That's a non-negotiable. But fast forward to today, we've got our own nutrition club. We've got a phenomenal team who we get to work with every single day. We've actually got 7 other nutrition clubs within our organisation. Woo! We've got 2 more in pre-launch as we speak, which are opening next month. And we've got an amazing Helen Harrington, who is our next club owner. Yeah? And she's actively looking for a premise at the moment. So this is our total volume. This is the only thing that me and Gavin can control, is how many people we talk to, how many wellness evaluations we do, and how many new club members we put in. So we've done over 10,000 for the last 25 months consistently. Our vision, so short-term, Gav, 10 front-line tab team nutrition clubs over the next 2 years. Long-term vision is to open 100 nutrition clubs, each with 100 club members in over the next 10 years. But really important, it's not just about opening clubs for us, it's about opening successful nutrition clubs. We don't want clubs opening and closing within 3 years. We want people to succeed, okay? So today, we are going to be talking about our 2-week review. And this is why it's really important that you come to every single Nutrition Club Masterclass event, because last time I was talking about wellness evaluation, about that connection for anyone who was in the room. This is the next time you are really going to connect with that club member at their 2-week review, and it's such an important part of the pathway. There we go. So it's all about mindset, amateur versus professional. And the only way we are going to get better at these different steps of the pathway is practice, yeah? Raise your standards. So why do we do a 2-week review? So again, it's about that connection. That club member has got 30 minutes of your time connecting with them. We're going to review the progress and upgrade to full tubs. We call them big girl tubs or big boy tubs, yeah? Renew them club membership. So, setting the standard that they are still going to be coming to club 3 times a week minimum. Next step of the pathway, so we're going to hold their hand and we're going to lead them onto the ambassador call, showing them their opportunity through their own eyes. And guys, these are transferable skills, whether you're building Nutrition Club online or whether you're building Nutrition Club face-to-face. Recognition, this is what Nutrition Club is all about. We recognise everything within Nutrition Club and we want to put results into the marketplace. So what do you need for a 10-visit review? It might sound simple, yeah, but you need your checklist. Why do we need a checklist? Because there's a thing that you'll all be thinking, oh God, there's a checklist for everything. Because, again, it's professional. You're setting the scene of the 10-visit review. That club member's going to come into that 10-visit review. They're going to be a bit nervous, yeah? They don't know what's going to happen. So you're telling them, this is what's going to happen. Also, begin with the end in mind. If that club member sees you using a checklist and it's simple, that could be your next club owner sat there, okay, in front of you. We need a customer folder, so updated Tanita records. We need a tape measure, yeah, I always hang mine around my neck. We need a phone, pen, whiteboard, and lots of love. So today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be role playing because within Herbalife, we learn through tell, show, try, do. And instead of me just standing here telling you what to do, we're going to show you, okay? But I need a little bit of help, so I would love you to all stand up and please welcome to the stage, Helen Harrington!
My name's Helen Harrington. I am a World Team member and I have been with Herbalife for 10 months. My background is 30 years in the NHS and of recent times I was with Health Protection as well, sort of through COVID. So, click, Helen. So first of all, I want to say some big thanks. The first thanks are to my sponsor. She's not in the room. She's called Irene Willis. She's a gorgeous friend of mine, and without her posting on social media, I wouldn't be here today. I would never have got to club. I also want to thank my mentors, Gav and Grace, for their unending support and the belief in me to get me here on this stage today. The next people I want to thank is my absolutely gorgeous team, and they're all in the room here with me today. I have got Rachel and Dom, I have got Ingrid, and I've got Becky. So, I used to be a yo-yo dieter all my life. I've tried everything. I was desperate to lose weight. I was low in mood, no energy, no motivation. I was a really bad snacker, crisps, chocolate of a night. And I spent most of my day drinking coffee, around 10 to 12 mugs a day. Now I've got a healthy body, a healthy mind, a much better relationship with food. I snack, but I snack on the good stuff. I've got loads of energy and I actually feel like I've turned back time. So, I started as a club member back in April 22. I was desperate to lose weight. I was really low and I was going on holiday. I joined for a quick win. I was really sceptical. I did not do smoothies. I wasn't going to stay past my holiday. So that was 12 months ago. Within a few days, I was clubbed. I was getting results and I felt amazing. So after my 2-week induction, I went on to the ambassador call, and I remember hearing about coaching and thinking, maybe, but I need to really concentrate on me right now because of where I was. So at that point, I thought, yeah, I'll have a bit of dizzy, and I'll look to get some referrals, so as an option B. So a little while later in club, though, I was sat, and there was a 10-visit review, and it was Lindsay Caskey. She was doing a 10-visit review with the gorgeous Cheryl Allen, who is in the audience over there. Cheryl was still on her journey, and she just signed up as a trainee coach. And the second little, maybe I could be a coach, came in. At that time, I was working full-time with a fixed-term contract in health protection. I absolutely hated that job. You could not get me out of club in the morning because I didn't want to go to work. I wasn't making a difference in anyone's life. I had a conversation with Gav around that fixed-term contract, and he asked me, what are you going to do when the March 23 comes and you've got no job? And I was like, I don't know. Look for another horrible job. So he said, have you thought about giving this a go? I went, I have. So I sat down and had a conversation with Gav and Grace, and I decided to give it a go, and I started coaching around my full-time job. So I did 2 half-hour shifts every week, in the morning before 9 o'clock, and I did some Saturdays. I was working my full-time job 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, so I did all my wellness evaluations in the evening, and most evenings, apart from the weekend, a Wednesday, because it's academy. I absolutely loved it, and I got my first few customers, and they started getting results. I was making a difference. So I carried on filling the funnel, 3 to 5 club members per week, working part-time with a full-time mentality. Then along came my first event, November 23, Winter Spec. I took my hubby with me. He didn't know why I wanted him to go, but I was like, you're coming with me. So it changed my mindset. I ended on the Sunday night a blubbering mess. It opened my eyes to the vision. I wanted to be a junior partner and a club owner. I came back and I had a conversation with Gav and Grace. And I remember Grace saying to me, Helen, you're going to end up on a ledge. Because I was like, how do I do this with this full-time job? How do I transfer? You're going to end up on a ledge and you'll need to take a step. So about 3 weeks later, I got an email. My fixed-term contract was definitely going to end in the March because there was a query whether it was going to be extended. I was on the ledge. Went home, spoke to hubby. He said, I've seen the vision, you can do it. So I jumped off the ledge and I went full-time junior partner in Huntscroft Nutrition Club. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, my why. So, my husband, Dean, he's in the audience over there. He is my absolutely biggest supporter. He's my soulmate in life. I absolutely love him dearly. We are the best of friends. I also am doing it for my 2 amazing children. Miles and Letitia. Dean and I adopted Miles and Letitia when they were 3 and 4. They come from a background of drug abuse and domestic violence, and I can't be more proud of them. I want to leave a legacy for them. I've been asked to share my total volume and my profit, which is there for you. I am building month on month. I keep filling the funnel with 3 to 5 new club members a week, and I've replaced my full-time income and some. I have qualified level 3 for this event, and yes, the pillows in the Hyatt beds are gorgeous. My vision is to open up my own club within the next 8 weeks. I'm hoping to go away from this event. I've got a viewing on Tuesday. I'm hoping that that's going to be my club, and I'll be going into pre-launch. Thank you.
So we are going to do a role play, yeah? So Helen joined club 2 weeks ago, yeah? And the main thing is we're going to do a 10-visit review or a 2-week review. Write this down. That was in my diary when she started club, okay? Because she knows when it's going to be. We're working towards something, yeah? So we're just going to do a little bit of a role play now. So we've done here Tanita scales, yeah, so I'm not going to do that. We've wrote them down, and this is a little bit how it goes. And I'm kneeling down because I always kneel down in club, yeah, so I'm being me, hence why I'm dressed like this. Okay, Helen, what we're going to do today, checklist, yeah? We are going to redo your full body stats, which we've just done. We're going to do your measurements and your pictures. Then we're going to recap original goals. We're going to discuss any challenges, any non-scale victories as well, Helen. As we know, it's not all about the scales. No. Then this is where we upgrade to big girl tubs, yeah? So we're going to need exactly the same as we have in club at home. So we're going to need your aloe, your tea, your Formula 1. But the great thing is now, Helen, we're going to get rid of the milk and we're going to introduce protein drink mix. Then we are going to renew to club, yeah? And now that you've done your 2-week induction period, we come a minimum of 3 times per week. We're going to invite you onto the ambassador call. So this is our next step. And this is just going to show you how we get discounts, how you could eat for free, or how you could earn extra income. Everybody goes on it at this point, Helen, because I would never want you sat outside in that club next to one of my club members who's getting 50% discount and for you to go to me. I've never been shown how to do that. Okay, so we'll get you booked onto that. Then we'll do your progress pictures, recognition post, update the leaderboard, and then I'm going to share your results on social media and follow up on the likes and the comments. Okay?
Brilliant.
Right, let's start with your measurements. So we are going to measure your neck, your chest, your waist, your tummy, your hips, your legs, and your arms. And you always tell them where you're going to measure because you don't want to just jump at them with the tape measure, yeah? So you're setting the scene again. So we've set the scene of what's going to happen, and now we're actually going to do it. So first great question what I ask as I'm measuring is, what have you enjoyed most about the past 2 weeks, Helen?
The routine. I've loved the routine. I've loved planning, and I've loved how easy it is.
Brilliant. You'll ask that question. It's a very open question, yeah? And you're starting with a positive. What has she loved about the past 2 weeks? Okay, I'm going to measure your waist. So what have you enjoyed most about club, Helen?
The support's been amazing. Everyone's like dead friendly, and it sets me up for the day.
Absolutely fab. Okay, so I would have done all of the measurements, yeah? And now we go back and we sit down. I've wrote everything down, and you'll hear me go through some other questions, what we ask now. Okay, so you've said you love the supporter club. Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing.
And enjoyed the past 2 weeks. So you're always listening, you're writing these things down, okay? How's your energy at the moment, Helen?
Oh, great, it's through the roof, you know.
Is it?
Amazing.
Yeah. Because when we first started, you always had a nap in the afternoon.
Yeah.
No naps?
No nana naps.
Yes. Okay. And how are our bowels?
Do you know what? I've struggled a bit with them.
Have you?
Bit stubborn.
I understand how you feel. Don't worry, a lot of people have felt the same. But what they found is at the 2-week induction period, we add some fibre into your plan at this point. So that'll be sorted. It's just your body getting used to the certain things.
Oh, brilliant.
Always use feel, felt, found, okay? You're showing empathy, yeah? You're relating it to somebody else, so it makes it okay to feel like that, but then you're giving them a solution, okay? So, what non-scale victories have we found, Helen?
So, my clothes are definitely looser.
Yeah?
And I can feel it around, I feel I've lost weight around my waist, and I've got some off my tummy, but like, I want my tummy really to go like more off my tummy because I'm going on holiday in a few weeks.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry about that. Phyto complete. Next tip, use every single product, because if you can feel a benefit and you've got a story to tell about the product, you will upgrade your customers to every single product that you use, okay? Fab. So, anything else? Any other non-scale victories?
I just feel like just so much better in myself because I'm in control.
In control?
Yeah, and no coffee.
Oh my God,
I
you're
like
having
10 to 12 mugs a day, yeah. It was nearly a deal breaker, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. And how is that affecting your day to day? Feeling better, not having coffee?
Just like, me, just full of energy, I just motivated. My husband thinks his wife's been replaced by an alien, to be fair.
Brilliant, love it. Okay, so I would go into a little bit more detail, but we're just going to keep it short and sweet. So then, again, you've got the checklist, and the reason why we have a checklist is because you're going to check them off as you go through the list, okay? So we've done your stats, measurements, pictures, we've recapped your goals, discussed any challenges, non-scale victories. So now, products for home use. Yeah? So we're going to need aloe, and I write this down, yeah, because I'm putting it on her shopping list, okay? Aloe, we're going to need a tea. Great thing is you can choose from 4 different flavours now. We can have raspberry, peach, lemon, or original.
Oh, lemon.
Lemon.
My fave.
So, smoothie, what's your favourite smoothie flavour?
Cafe latte all day long.
Because it reminds you of your coffee?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And remember, we're going to be using protein drink mix now. So we need to add some fibre in there. So have you seen people having a hug and a mug in the group?
Yeah, I've wondered what that is.
So this is your oat apple fibre fab. So we'll add that in there, and we need some of them Phyto Complete for that holiday, don't we?
Definitely.
Brill. And what we're going to do is we'll book you in for your next 2-week review.
Okay.
And we'll see the results of them Phyto Complete on that stomach.
Brilliant.
Fab. Okay, so we've done that. So now we're going to renew to club. So write that down, because that's going on our shopping list too. So 3 times a week now, Helen, yeah?
Yeah.
So the ambassador call. So this is, remember, going to show you how you can get discounts, eat for free, or earn an extra income. So it's on a Monday 8:30 or a Thursday 8:30. Which is best for you?
I'll go for Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah.
At this point, I get my phone and I say, I'll book you on now. I'm not booking her on, I'm just putting a reminder in Time Tree for me to send her the link, yeah? But it's more official. She thinks I'm actually booking her onto that call. Yeah, it's professional. You're serious. But one thing, guys, do not forget to send them the link, okay? Okay, so I've booked you onto that. So now what we'll do, I'll have gone through it to meter stats as well, so showing a body fat, how many centimetres, a weight and all that. I'm not going to do that today. So what we'll do now, we'll go out, we'll get that name on the leaderboard, put these amazing results on there, and then I'm going to share your results on social media, and we're going to do a bit of recognition, Helen, okay?
Fab.
Fabulous. Okay, so that is a simple review, and you know, it's about that connection. It's about showing her benefits. I upgraded Helen onto 2 other products there, and then you're just guiding them the way through it. She's booked onto the ambassador calls, so she is going to see the opportunity through her own eyes. So, guys, what do we do if it's not their first 2-visit review? Absolutely do the same. Don't change anything. We still use the checklist. The only thing what we would do is just review her products, okay? Again, after a couple of reviews, get her on the ambassador call again if she wasn't, you know, an option B or a C. Because as people go along their journey, you have to be a bit patient with them. And the more times they see the opportunity, see how they can get discounts, then, you know, at that point in their time, they may make a different choice. So, one thing about Nutrition Club, like I said before, is recognition, because the world isn't a good place out there sometimes, is it? Life's a bit tough. They come into your energy field in Nutrition Club. 1, they're getting world-class customer service. 2, it's an energy field. And 3, they are getting recognised. People don't get recognised on a day-to-day basis. So doing a recognition video and doing their pictures is massive. So I'm going to show you how I do a recognition video, okay? Yeah? And why we do them. So, Helen, come with me. Matthew, would you do me a favour and just film this for me? You don't have to really do it. I'm role-playing Matthew.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Get it? Yo, 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 Hunts Cross Nutrition Club, how are you? Okay, so today we have got Helen, and we've just done Helen's 2-week review. So just tell the guys, why did you join Nutrition Club, Helen?
I was desperate to lose weight. I was going on holiday a few weeks later, and I was low in mood.
How did you hear about club?
So really good friend of mine, I saw a post on social media. I thought I'll have a bit of that.
Okay, so you come for your wellness evaluation. So she has been in club 4 to 5 times every single week, yeah, creating good daily habits, and look at these results. These results are actually real results up until now, okay? What do you love most about Nutrition Club, Helen?
Do you know what? It's the friendship, the support. You go in, you set you up for the day. I've planned my day. I know exactly what I'm doing. And I feel brilliant.
Absolutely amazing. We are so proud of you. Massive, massive well done! So we have done a recognition video. What are we going to do with that recognition video? What are we going to do with them gorgeous pictures of her with her boards, with her tape measure? So this is going back to Gavin's section, yeah, Gavin and Debbie's section. We want to get results into the marketplace. People need to know that, yes, you are a product of the product, but you're helping other people get results, okay? Because if they don't know what you do, they're not going to be able to reach out to you, yeah? So we upload, before and afters, videos, just sharing what we do in club. But the key thing is, guys, is fortune is in the follow-up. We have to be proactive. So this is just a typical message what I would send to somebody who has commented on my post or liked my post. Top tips when you're sharing your picture or your video, tag your customer in, yeah? Because you don't want it to just go to your circle of influence. You're stepping into her circle of influence too. Then, as well, I teach Helen what to do, okay? So I'm going to upload your video onto social media. I'm going to tag you in, Helen. All I need you to do is I need you to like every comment and say thank you, okay? Because it's going to get them algorithms, is it, Gav? Yeah? Algorithms, it's going to get seen more, the more activity that is on the post. And then I just drop the people a message, and say, hi, Gemma, thanks for commenting on Helen's post. It means a lot. She's doing amazing, isn't she? I'm Kerry's wellness coach at Hunts Cross Nutrition, and I'm offering free wellness evaluations for the month of May. For people who are looking for results in health, always go in with health first. Don't talk about weight loss first, because you might think, are you calling me overweight? Yeah? Health, weight loss, sports performance, or want more energy. Write this down. Who do you know who would benefit from this? Okay? Not who would you know who's interested, or are you interested? Who do you know who would benefit from this? Because I might have Uncle Tommy who might be in bad health or need to lose weight, but he might not be interested in what we do, but he would benefit from it. There's a difference, it's mind, okay? So, our mission is to help 10,000 people to get healthier and happier, and we can't do that alone. So, 10 visit reviews are so key, getting people onto the ambassador call, because we need help from other people to do this. So we just would love to say thank you. I'm just going to share my top tips. Take a picture of this, use your 10 visit review, use the videos to generate referrals, plan when you're going to post the video and tag your club members in, tell them what you're going to do, teach them what to do, and follow-up is key. So can everyone give Helen a massive round of applause? And thank you very much.